Hello everyone, in this video I will demonstrate how to detach cells from the bottom of a plate. There exist different detaching methods in which you can use a mechanical method, a scraper, to just literally scrape them off the bottom. You can use a protein to enzymatically detach the cells. The protein is called trypsine, or you can use commercial methods that can be used for detachment. So both scraping and the utilization of trypsine will be explained in this video. The first thing that you need to do is to remove the cell media and add 5 milliliters of fresh media. Okay. So, thinking about the oops rules, I already loosened the bottle cap. And then I put it on the side of the plate. I push out the liquid slowly. Then the next step is to grab a scraper. This is the scraper. Again, you can just open it just like a serological pipette. Keep in mind, this has to stay sterile. So think about the oops rules. And as you can see, it has sort of like a thin part, which that's the part that will be used to scrape the cells. Well, and the way to scrape the cells is actually very simple. You just put it at the bottom of the plate and then softly, you don't need to apply too much force. Just go along the plate. And I repeat, you don't need to do this too hard. Don't press. Pay attention to also go along the edges. Spin the plate a little bit so you can get to the other half. And again, pay attention to the edges. Then if you lift the plate a little bit, then you will be able to see if there's any spots that you missed. Just by holding it against the light, you will be able to see the spots that have not been scraped correctly. Well, then we put the lid back on, and then we can throw the scraper away. Now the cells have been scraped, but they're all clumped up together. So what we need to do next is grab a sterile pipette, tilt the plate, and pipette up and down carefully around 5 times. Okay. and then we can put it in our clean 15 milliliter tube. And I will show in the next video how to actually count cells that are already scraped or trypsinized. But for now, I will show you how to trypsinize cells. And now I will show you how to trypsinize cells. So it's very similar to scraping. We will aspirate the cell media. We will wash the cells with PBS to remove any excess cell media. We will aspirate the PBS, and then we will add our trypsin, 0.25%. This trypsin doesn't need to be diluted anymore. So let's start. I sterilize the platinum needle, wait until it cools down. Aspirate all the cell media. I pre-loosen the bottle cap. And then I get 2.5 milliliter. I add it to the side of the well. I swirl a few times, make sure I get all the cell media. And then I aspirate the PBS. Of course, wait until the needle cools down. And now I can add 800 microliters of trypsin. Do not use this pipette, because these pipette tips, they have cotton at the top, and you can only pipette around 500 microliters with this pipette due to the cotton tip. Just grab a 2.5 milliliter serological pipette, and with that you can aspirate 800 microliters of trypsin. Then again I add it to the side of the plate. Then I swirl around and make sure that all the cells are nicely covered with the trypsin. And now we can put this plate in the CO2 incubator for 5 minutes. So the 5 minutes have passed, and we come get our cells. And if we want to know if they have detached, you can just hold them a little bit above your head and look a little bit at the bottom. If you shake around, you see all kind of cells floating around, but you might still see some patches of cells. So then what you can do is, if the 5 minutes have been up, hit a little bit at the sides, shake it a little bit around, and now all the cells have detached properly. And now what we do, to deactivate trypsin, we just add cell media, 5 milliliters. So think about the OOPS rules. We loosen the bottle cap, 5 milliliter pipette. And then we just add it to our cells. As the cells have already detached, it's okay if you add a little bit at the center. And now what you do, just like with scraping, you pipe it up and down a few times to make sure there are no more clumps of cells. And that's practically it. That's how to trypsinize your cells. And then you put it in a 15 milliliter tube. And now you can use these cells to count them or to further seed them in other plates to keep growing your cells.